As you promised me. Okay, that's more than I thought it would be. That's really exciting. I had a lot of fun just playing.
気持ちあれば。
This is really fun. At first I was really nervous, but as I got more comfortable and I started like smiling at people and like doing like dancing a little bit with them or like saying thank you. I'm happy. A 10 out of 10 busking experience. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and we are happy to have you here. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of people play music out in the street. They just bring a guitar or a keyboard or a tuba or something and just start playing in the street. And people give them money for this. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but I happen to be a musician. And if we ignore the last video, I'm not bad at playing instruments when I also get to cover the sound of the instrument with my voice. So what I want to try and do is go to the hot spots of busking in Tokyo and just see how well I can do, if I pull a crowd, if people like me. I'm mostly going to be singing English songs, I think, because those are the ones that I have memorized, but we're going to try Harajuku right next to the station near Meiji Jingu Shrine, and then we're going to try Shibuya Scramble Square, because those are the two places where everyone tends to go to busk. Now, here's the only thing. I don't quite know if it's legal. I think it's legal. I'm pretty sure it's allowed because everyone does it, but a lot of people do things that they shouldn't do and it's illegal, but they don't get in trouble for it for some reason, like jaywalking. I do that one all the time too. I probably shouldn't, but it's fine. So we're just gonna hope we don't get arrested. While we're there, if we can see other people who are busking, maybe we can ask them what they doing. So that's the plan. We're gonna go to Harajuku first. I'm gonna bring my guitar and a ukulele. That's it, because I don't have any other equipment. So we're gonna try that and see how it goes. Okay, we're in Harajuku now. There's already one person performing. It's not super busy because it's a Tuesday, but we're gonna set up and just see how it goes. So we're gonna hope for the best. There are trains and cars passing by. I hope people will still hear me. We'll see how this goes. We're gonna go set up. As you promised me that I was more than all the miles combined, you must have had yourself a change of heart like halfway through the drive, because your voice trailed off exactly as you passed my exit sign. Kept on driving straight and left our future to the right. Now I am stuck between my anchor and the plane that I can't face, and memories are something even smoking weed cannot replace. And I am terrified of weather because I see you when it rains. Doc told me to travel, but there's COVID on the planes. And I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. And I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you're tired tracks and one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half, but that'll have to do. So I played here in Harajuku for about an hour. I want to say maybe like 45 minutes, and it was really fun, but it was really hard to hear me because the cars were really loud. There were trains passing by. So I think I got kind of lost in the sauce there a little bit, but there were a few instances of people like stopping to listen, and we even got a couple tips, which was great. So that all in all, very, very fun time. I enjoyed it. The weather was great too, which also helped. And I also chose louder songs to sing, I think, this time, so people were able to hear me better, which I think made a huge difference. While we were playing in Harajuku with no equipment, we noticed there was another street performer there who was spinning a basketball. But he was doing like really cool tricks with it. He had it spinning on like a pen. He'd throw it up and catch it and it'd still be spinning. He also had a speaker with like hip hop music playing, and a bunch of people crowded around to watch him. And he actually got participants from the crowd and then spun the ball on their finger, which was actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. So we decided to actually ask him some questions in the first interview I have ever done. はじめまして、Sarina と申します。お名前聞いてもいいですか？
どうも、フリースタイルバスケットボーラーのネスと申します。
いつからバスケットボールしていますか？
このパフォーマンスは10年やってます。
Wow, okay.
いやめっちゃ上手から絶対もうベテランですねって思っちゃってストリートパフォームはいつからしていますか？
は、5年前、20歳、20歳のタイミングで始めました。今5年目です。
5年目はすごい OK、まあ、結構ベテランですね。
いやー、全然全くプロじゃないです。
で
パフォーマンスは
も 5年してるのはなんか私今日初めてなので、まあ、エチケットとかアドバイスとかありますか？
特にない。
特にない。わかりました。いつも原宿ですか？
東京、大阪を2つやってて、東京だと原宿と渋谷、あと新宿。
OK、wow、OK、ストリートパフォーマーはメインの仕事ですか？
そうです。
それは毎日しますか？
はい、毎日。
Wow、OK。やはりスピーカーとかありますけど、それはストリートパフォーマーに結構普通ですか
？2番目に大事。
一番は何ですか？
気持ち。
あー、なるほど。OK、ありがとうございます。私の多分温度が小さかったから、これからもスピーカーとか買います
気持ちあれば。なんとか。
おー、すごい。
いや、
おー、that's so cool いやー、さすがお兄さん、ありがとうございます。
Upon arriving in Shibuya, we quickly realized there was no way I'd be able to play acoustically and still have people hear me. It was so loud here. Like, if we thought Harajuku was loud, this was a whole other ballpark of loud. It would have been impossible. So, with the boss bar appearing on my screen, I kind of had to call it, and we made nothing here. It just wasn't possible.
Okay, so we just finished. That was fun. It was fun. So I enjoyed the singing part and the performing part, but it was also like really nerve-wracking because I didn't want to be like I don't know how to say it in English, meiwaku, like a bother to the public. So that was difficult. But also I had to keep telling myself like this is like people do this, it's fine. Like this is super normal. People have like full-on speakers and bands and just sing on the street. So what I was doing was nothing compared to that. Although I could hear my voice echoing off of the buildings, which was really cool. I'm curious to see how much we made. I'm pretty sure we made like under 1,000, which like makes sense because it was really hard to hear me without proper stuff. Okay, wait, so my little box. And we made, okay, wait, let me bring this out. Oh my gosh, wait, okay. So the full total of what we made is 10 yen, 110, 210, 310, 410, 510, 610, and 710. Okay, that's more than I thought it would be. That's really exciting. And that was like with no equipment. The guy that we talked to, Nesu, said that he plays in two places, Osaka and Tokyo, and he said that he does it every day and doesn't have like a day job to support himself. Like he street performs and that's how he makes his money, which is really freaking cool. But he apparently makes in Osaka upwards of 20,000 yen, which translates to I think like 150 US dollars or so with the exchange rate what it is right now. And then in Tokyo, he makes upwards of 10,000 yen, so which I think that's like maybe 80, 90 bucks USD. So I obviously wasn't expecting to make that much, only performing for like, I don't think we ended up going over an hour. I'm pretty sure it was under an hour, which is interesting. But we still made 710 yen, which is really cool. That can cover one coffee, which is really, really cool. It was fun, and I had fun playing. And I think when at first I was really nervous. I was like scared to make eye contact with people and to sing loudly. But as I got more comfortable and I started like smiling at people and like doing like dancing a little bit with them or like saying thank you, making conversation, it was a much more enjoyable experience. This is really fun. Those are my final thoughts. 710 yen in a little under an hour of singing with no equipment in Harajuku on a Tuesday. But it's nice weather, so that's it. My final thoughts for today.
We finished day one, and I'm saying day one because I think we're gonna need to do this again slightly different. So one thing I noticed is people had equipment, like good equipment. They had amps, they had speakers, they had microphones, they had big signs. I don't have any of those things. I had a little box that had a paper taped onto it that with my name and the logos that I drew myself, and I didn't get arrested. And that is always wonderful because I'm not the type of girl that could survive with a criminal record. So plan now is to go back, rent equipment. I asked my band friend where to get good equipment for a reasonable price. He sent me a link to a place. So I called them. They said to go to the jimusho. We went to the office this day 2, and rang the doorbell. No one answered. Rang it again. No one answered again. And finally, I called them like, hey guys, so I called the other day and you guys said to go to the office to rent the equipment, but there's no one here. So what's up with that? And they're like, oh, did you send in the form? And I said, what form? And they said the form to rent equipment. Unless you send in the form, no one goes to the office. And I was like, but when I called, you guys said to go to the office and it might be cheaper if you do that. It was not cheaper and I had to put in a form. But thankfully, we had the very kind and good soul angel lady Jade with us to help me put in the form because it was all in Japanese. And despite being Japanese, I cannot read kanji. It's not good. It does myself a disservice half the time. But this time I had someone to cover my ass, so we were good. We sent in that form and thankfully someone came into the office at 2 p.m. So we killed time at a nearby restaurant cafe place. It was actually really, really cool. So I'm gonna wanna go back there because that was really nice. We went to the place, got the equipment. It ended up being more than I was expecting it to be, which hurt just a little bit. So we got the equipment, all 3 of us just lugged that stuff back to Harajuku. And boy, it made such a difference. You could actually hear me over the sound of the cars and the people walking and stuff. It was also slightly busier, so there were more people walking around, and we actually drew a bit of a crowd. People stopped to watch, and that was awesome. I think I sounded, honestly, my voice wasn't as good today as it was last time, but it was still really fun and we got way more people stopping to watch and way more tips, more compliments too, which was also really fun. So the equipment works in Harajuku and it felt good. There was a palpable difference. You're the one I have decided is one of my kind. Hey soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio, the stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight. We arrived back to the big boss, Shibuya, and boy, the equipment, I came back geared, I came back leveled up. It made such a difference. In the videos that people posted on Instagram, you could tell, like you could actually hear the ukulele. It was so good and it was so busy and so many people stopped to watch. Even if they were just waiting for the crossing, they turn around and listen to me singing, and it was so fun. I actually got to make eye contact with people. They were singing along with me, they were videotaping, they were dancing. It was so great. I had such a blast doing this. I can't complain, but now take me home where I belong. So what happened is we actually did a lot better in Shibuya. I'm pretty sure we can cover 2 coffees this time. That is my estimation. This was my little donations box. So first off, someone was very kind and gave us 1,000 yen. So we have 1,000. So it's 2,000, 2,500. Holy shit. That's 3,000. Holy shit. Holy. It really. Ouch. Ow. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, that hurt me. I love you so much. That's 400. So that is 3,437. So we made 3,437 yen, which is pretty good. It's almost 5 times as much as we made from having no equipment, which is very, very cool. It's very, very cool of us. That's like at least a coffee and maybe a sandwich. I'm happy considering the equipment. Okay, so all in all, in attempting to busk for a day, I lost 13,000 yen. And
we had fun.
But we Maybe the real treasure were the friendships we made along the way. Yeah, all in all, very fun. When we talked to our good friend Nesu, I was keeping his words in my mind
気持ちあれば
気持ちあれば
なんとか
when I was playing, of like, just remember to have the heart and have fun. And that actually helped. And I think me enjoying it and having fun and like smiling while I was singing and all of that helped other people also have fun listening. I had a lot of fun just playing. And I think maybe if I were to try this again, I would go to like Yogi Park or somewhere a little quieter where I could play and be more easily heard, I guess. So let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing me attempt this again. Maybe change up some variables of this little experiment and see how it goes. 10 out of 10 busking experience. And we'll call it that for now. This is gonna be Sarina signing out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And 加油!